Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Pain is inevitable in life. People will hurt you, betray you, and disappoint you. But here's the truth. You have a choice. You can stay stuck in anger, or you can rise above and transform your life. Today, I want to show you why revenge is not the answer and what you should do instead. When someone deeply hurts you, it's natural to feel pain, anger, and even the desire for revenge. But what most people don't realize is that holding on to that pain doesn't punish the other person. It only punishes you. The more you replay the situation in your mind, the more you keep yourself trapped in the very emotions you wish to escape. Your body doesn't know the difference between the original event and the memory of it. Every time you relive the hurt, you reactivate the same stress hormones, reinforcing the emotional and physiological state of suffering. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a painful memory, an unresolved resentment, or a moment of betrayal. As long as you carry that weight, you remain burdened, unable to move forward freely. The truth is, the person who hurt you has likely moved on with their life while you remain stuck, replaying the past. You are the one holding on to the weight, and only you can choose to put it down. Science has shown that chronic emotional pain, especially resentment and anger, has profound effects on the brain and body. When you focus on negative experiences, your brain strengthens neural pathways associated with stress and suffering. Over time, this becomes a habit. Your body gets addicted to the chemicals of pain, just as it would to a drug. You wake up thinking about what happened, you go to sleep replaying conversations, and you unknowingly condition yourself to stay in the past. The more you dwell on it, the more you reinforce the pain, making it even harder to let go. Not only does this affect your mental and emotional well-being, but it also takes a toll on your physical health. Studies have linked prolonged emotional distress to weakened immune function, increased risk of heart disease, digestive problems, and even a shorter lifespan. The mind and body are deeply connected. When you hold on to negativity, your body manifests it as illness, fatigue, and stress. You don't just suffer emotionally, you suffer physically as well. But here's the most important realization. The event that caused you pain is already in the past. It happened once, but your mind is keeping it alive. You might think that holding on to the pain protects you, that it keeps you from getting hurt again. But in reality, it's doing the opposite. It's keeping you energetically tied to the very thing you want to escape. As long as you keep feeding the emotions of hurt, anger, and betrayal, you are not free. Letting go does not mean excusing the other person's behavior. It does not mean forgetting what happened. It simply means choosing not to let that pain define you anymore. It means reclaiming your energy and deciding that your future is more important than your past. When you finally release the emotional attachment to the event, you make space for new experiences, new growth, and new possibilities. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through awareness. Start observing your thoughts when your mind begins to spiral into the past. Gently bring it back to the present. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me heal or keeping me stuck? If it's keeping you stuck, consciously shift your focus. Practice gratitude, meditation, or any activity that raises your energy and redirects your attention. The moment you decide to let go, you begin to reclaim your power. You stop giving control to the person who hurt you. You stop being a prisoner of your past and start stepping into a new reality, one where you are no longer defined by pain, but by strength, resilience, and inner peace. When someone hurts you, it's easy to fall into the cycle of pain, anger, and resentment. You replay the event in your mind, reliving the emotions over and over again. The problem is, every time you revisit the pain, you reinforce it. Your body re-experiences the hurt as if it were happening in real time, and the negative emotions become your dominant state of being. Without realizing it, you are training yourself to stay stuck in the past. This is why it's so important to break the cycle and shift your energy, because if you don't, the pain continues to define your life. Your thoughts create your reality. The energy you put out into the world is the energy you attract. If you wake up every day consumed by thoughts of betrayal, anger, and injustice, you will continue to manifest situations that match that frequency. It's not just a spiritual concept, it's backed by neuroscience. Your brain operates through neural pathways, and the more you focus on certain thoughts, the stronger those pathways become. This is why pain can feel like a loop you can't escape. It's because your brain has wired itself to keep you there. But just as you created that pattern, you can also break it. The first step is awareness. Most people are unconscious of the fact that they are living in the past. They think that their emotions are automatic, that they have no control over how they feel. But the truth is, your thoughts create your emotions, and your emotions shape your reality. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your life. The key is to interrupt the old pattern before it continues. The next time you catch yourself thinking about the person who hurt you, stop and ask yourself, is this thought serving me? If it's not, redirect your focus. One of the most powerful ways to shift your energy is to change your emotional state. When you're stuck in pain, your body is operating from stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals keep you in survival mode, making it difficult to think clearly or feel joy. To break free, you must activate a different set of chemicals. Endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin, these are the chemicals of happiness, love, and healing. The fastest way to trigger them is through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most transformative energies you can cultivate. When you shift your focus from what was taken from you to what you still have, you instantly change your vibration. Gratitude rewires your brain, helping you create new neural pathways that support healing instead of suffering. Each morning, before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. Feel the gratitude deeply, as if it is filling every cell of your body. Over time, this practice will shift your emotional baseline from pain to appreciation. Another powerful way to shift your energy is through movement. Trauma and pain get stored in the body. If you don't release them, they continue to affect you on a subconscious level. Exercise, dance, yoga, any form of physical movement can help break the cycle by releasing stored emotions. When you move your body, you change your physiological state, and this directly impacts your mental state. Meditation is also a game changer. When you sit in stillness and observe your thoughts without attachment, you gain control over them. Instead of being consumed by painful emotions, you become the observer. This practice helps you detach from old patterns and create space for new energy to enter your life. Breaking the cycle requires intention and effort, but the rewards are life-changing. When you shift your energy, you stop being a victim of your past and start becoming the creator of your future. You free yourself from the chains of resentment and open the door to joy, peace, and abundance. The power is within you. You just have to choose it. Forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood concepts in personal growth and healing. Many people believe that forgiving someone means excusing their behavior or allowing them back into their lives. But true forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with you. It is not about letting them off the hook. It is about freeing yourself from the emotional chains that keep you tied to the pain. When you refuse to forgive, you are the one who suffers. You carry the weight of resentment, and it affects every aspect of your life, your emotions, your health, your energy, and even your future. Holding on to anger and resentment keeps you stuck in the past. Every time you think about what happened, you reactivate the same emotions, triggering stress hormones in your body. Your mind doesn't know the difference between a past event and a present experience. So when you relive the pain, your body responds as if it is happening all over again. This creates a loop of suffering where you are constantly replaying old wounds, keeping yourself trapped in the emotions of hurt and betrayal. What many people don't realize is that unforgiveness is a form of self-punishment. You think you are holding on to anger to protect yourself, to ensure you never get hurt again. But in reality, the only person you are hurting is yourself. The other person has likely moved on, unaware of the turmoil you are going through. Meanwhile, you are stuck, unable to fully experience joy, peace, or love because your heart is weighed down by the past. Forgiveness is not about them, it's about reclaiming your power. When you forgive, you are making a conscious decision to no longer let that person or event control your emotions. You are saying, I refuse to let what happened define me any longer. It doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean you justify their actions. It simply means you release the emotional hold they have over you. Science has shown that forgiveness has profound benefits on both mental and physical health. Studies have linked forgiveness to lower stress levels, improved heart health, stronger immune function, and even a longer lifespan. People who practice forgiveness experience less anxiety and depression, and they have higher levels of happiness and overall well being. This is because when you let go of resentment, your body shifts from a state of stress to a state of healing. You stop producing excessive amounts of cortisol and adrenaline, and instead, you allow your nervous system to return to balance. The process of forgiveness is not always easy, but it is necessary if you want to move forward in life. One powerful method to help you forgive is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Every painful situation has a lesson hidden within it. Maybe it taught you resilience. Maybe it showed you the importance of boundaries. Maybe it helped you recognize your own strength. When you find meaning in your pain, you transform it from something that weakens you into something that empowers you. Another effective way to practice forgiveness is through meditation and visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself holding onto a heavy rope. On the other end of the rope is the person who hurt you. The more you pull on it, the more tension you feel, but now imagine simply letting go of the rope. Feel the weight lift off your shoulders. Feel the release. This is what forgiveness feels like. It is a lightness, a freedom, a space for new energy to enter your life. Forgiving does not mean reconciling. You can forgive someone and still choose to keep them out of your life. Forgiveness is about inner peace, not external relationships. It is about breaking the emotional attachment that keeps you bound to the past so that you can create a future free from pain. At the end of the day, forgiveness is one of the most powerful acts of self-love. When you forgive, you are not doing it for them. You are doing it for you. You are choosing happiness over bitterness, peace over pain, and freedom over suffering. And when you let go, you open yourself up to receive all the beauty and abundance that life has to offer. Forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood yet powerful acts of healing. Many people resist forgiveness because they believe it means excusing the other person's behavior or letting them back into their lives. But true forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is a gift you give yourself, a decision to free your mind and body from the prison of resentment. When you hold onto anger, bitterness, and pain, you are the one carrying the burden. The person who hurt you may have moved on, completely unaware of the suffering you continue to endure. Meanwhile, you remain stuck in the past, replaying the pain over and over again. The truth is, unforgiveness does not punish them. It punishes you. When you refuse to forgive, you stay emotionally tied to the person who wronged you. Every time you think about what happened, your body responds as if the event is happening again. Your brain triggers the same stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, that flood your system during moments of real danger. This keeps you in a constant state of fight or flight, making it impossible to fully relax, experience joy, or move forward. Over time, chronic resentment can lead to anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and even weakened immune function. Science has shown that people who hold on to grudges are more likely to suffer from heart disease, while those who practice forgiveness tend to live longer, healthier lives. The key to understanding forgiveness is realizing that it is not about weakness. It is about strength. It takes great courage to release anger and let go of the past. Many people believe that holding on to resentment gives them power, but in reality, it makes them powerless. When you let your pain dictate your emotions, thoughts, and actions, you are allowing the person who hurt you to continue controlling your life. But when you forgive, you take your power back. You decide that your well-being is more important than staying attached to an old wound. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean pretending the pain never happened. It means making a conscious decision to no longer allow the past to control your present. You can forgive someone and still set boundaries. You can forgive someone and still choose to walk away from them. Forgiveness is not about reconciling with the other person. It is about creating inner peace for yourself. It is about breaking free from the emotional chains that keep you locked in suffering. One of the most effective ways to practice forgiveness is by shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim, Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Every painful situation carries a lesson. Maybe it taught you to value yourself more. Maybe it showed you the importance of setting boundaries. Maybe it helped you recognize your own strength. When you find meaning in your pain, it no longer controls you. Another powerful tool for forgiveness is meditation and visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself holding onto a heavy chain. This chain represents your resentment, your anger, your pain. Now, picture yourself unlocking the chain and letting it drop to the ground. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Feel the lightness of release. This is what forgiveness feels like. It is freedom, it is peace, it is the ability to move forward without carrying the past with you. Forgiveness is also an act of self-love. When you forgive, you are choosing to prioritize your own mental and emotional well-being. You are deciding that you deserve peace, happiness, and joy more than you deserve to hold on to pain. Life is too short to waste energy on resentment. Every moment spent in anger is a moment stolen from your own happiness. At the end of the day, forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about letting go of what no longer serves you so that you can create space for healing, love, and abundance. The moment you truly forgive, you set yourself free. Becoming the best version of yourself is the greatest response to any pain, betrayal, or hardship you have endured. When someone hurts you, it is natural to feel anger, resentment, or even the desire for revenge. But instead of allowing negativity to consume you, the most powerful thing you can do is shift your focus inward. Rather than seeking validation, justice, or payback, choose to transform your pain into growth. Use every hardship as fuel to elevate yourself to a higher level of existence. The best revenge is not to prove anything to anyone else, but to prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstance. The journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts with a decision to no longer be defined by the pain of your past. Too often people allow their suffering to dictate their future. They stay stuck in old stories, repeating patterns of self-doubt and limitation. But real transformation happens when you decide to break free. You must choose to stop identifying with your wounds and start identifying with your potential. You are not what happened to you, you are what you choose to become. One of the first steps in this process is self-awareness. You must take an honest look at where you are in life and ask yourself, am I living up to my full potential? Am I allowing my past to hold me back? If the answer is yes, then it's time to shift your mindset. Instead of dwelling on the people who hurt you or the situations that went wrong, redirect your focus to personal growth. This means setting goals that inspire you, cultivating positive habits, and surrounding yourself with environments that elevate you rather than drain you. Growth does not happen by chance. It happens by choice. You must be intentional about becoming the person you aspire to be. This means prioritizing self-improvement on a daily basis. Read books that expand your mind. Exercise to strengthen your body. Meditate to calm your thoughts. Practice gratitude to shift your energy. Develop skills that move you closer to your dreams. Every small step you take towards self-betterment builds momentum, and over time, you will look back and realize just how much you have evolved. Another key to transformation is self-discipline. It is easy to fall into patterns of distraction, laziness, or self-pity, but discipline is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who stay stuck. When you commit to becoming the best version of yourself, you must hold yourself accountable. Wake up early, stick to your goals, do the hard work even when you don't feel like it. The more disciplined you become, the more unstoppable you will feel. Healing is also a crucial part of personal growth. You cannot become your highest self while carrying unhealed wounds. This means taking the time to process your emotions, release the past, and forgive, not for them, but for you. Forgiveness clears space in your mind and heart so that you can move forward without being weighed down by negativity. Let go of resentment because holding on to it only keeps you stuck in the past. The energy you invest in anger is energy that could be used to build your future. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. The company you keep has a profound impact on your growth. Spend time with those who encourage your dreams, challenge your thinking, and push you to be better. If the people around you bring you down, it may be time to distance yourself and find a new environment that nurtures your potential. Finally, trust the process. Growth takes time, and there will be moments when you feel discouraged, but every effort you make, every small improvement, brings you closer to your highest self. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, life begins to shift in extraordinary ways. You no longer react to negativity, you rise above it. You no longer seek revenge, you seek elevation. You no longer live in the past, you create your future. And when you do that, you become truly unstoppable. There are moments in life when everything seems unfair. You may have been betrayed, hurt, or faced unexpected setbacks that left you questioning why things happened the way they did. When life takes a painful turn, it is easy to fall into the trap of bitterness and resentment, believing that you have been wronged with no way to make things right. But what if, instead of seeing your struggles as obstacles, you saw them as part of a greater plan? What if every challenge, heartbreak, and disappointment was actually guiding you towards something greater than you could imagine? When you trust that life has a bigger plan, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and open yourself to new possibilities. The truth is, we often don't see the full picture of our lives while we are in the middle of our struggles. We get caught up in the pain of the present moment, unable to see how everything is connecting to shape our future. But life is not random. Every experience, good or bad, has a purpose. Sometimes what feels like a setback is actually a redirection. The job you lost may have been pushing you toward a better opportunity. The relationship that ended may have been clearing space for something more aligned with your true self. The betrayal you experienced may have been the lesson you needed to recognize your worth and set stronger boundaries. When you hold on to resentment, you are resisting the flow of life. You are clinging to the belief that things should have happened differently, that the pain you experienced was meaningless. But when you shift your mindset and trust that life is working for you, not against you, everything changes. You begin to see your past not as a burden, but as a teacher. You realize that every challenge has made you stronger, every heartbreak has made you wiser, and every loss has created space for something new. One of the most powerful ways to trust in life's bigger plan is to surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome. It means accepting that sometimes you won't have all the answers, and that's okay. When you stop resisting and start trusting, life flows more effortlessly. You no longer waste energy fighting against what is. Instead, you focus on making the best of where you are. Now, the key to trusting life's plan is patience. Growth and transformation take time. Just like a seed doesn't become a tree overnight, your journey will unfold in its own perfect timing. Often, when we don't see immediate results, we assume nothing is happening. But life is always in motion. Just because you don't see the full picture yet doesn't mean it's not coming together. Trust that everything is happening exactly as it should, even if you don't understand it yet. Gratitude is also a powerful tool in strengthening your trust in life. When you focus on what you already have rather than what you lack, you raise your vibration and attract more positive experiences. Start each day by acknowledging something good in your life, no matter how small. The more you appreciate the present, the more you align yourself with the abundance that is already on its way to you. When you trust in a bigger plan, you stop seeing challenges as punishments and start seeing them as stepping stones. You develop resilience, knowing that every hardship is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. You become unshakable because you understand that even in the darkest moments, life is guiding you towards something greater. At the end of the day, trusting in life's plan is about faith, not necessarily religious faith, but faith in the unseen, faith in the future, faith in yourself. It is about believing that no matter what happens, you have the strength to rise above it. The universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. So let go, trust the process, and know that something greater is waiting for you on the other side of your struggles.